Joe. Good afternoon, Oliver. It's finally here. It must have seemed like such a long build-up, circled in the calendar for a long time. Have you noticed extra buzz and extra excitement this week?
Oh yes, of course. Playing a semi-final is always great, and showed that we've really done well in the cup competition until now. But it's just the semi-final, and of course it's a huge game at Wembley, and we're looking forward to it. And it's clear that the goal is to win the game and go to the final.
Where does tomorrow rank in your career? I know you've been to big finals as a manager and as a player, and you've won big finals. This is only a semi-final, but it's 80,000 people. It's at Wembley, and the prize on offer is obviously enormous.
To be honest, I don't feel it like this. Yeah, it's a big game for us, but it's not so important what it means for me. Let's say for me in a person, if we win the game, it's the third consecutive final I could play. Two with Frankfurt and now with Palace. But before we talk about the final, we have to focus on the semi-final against Aston Villa. They are in great shape. I think they won 8 of the last 10 games. Just lost against PSG away and at Etihad on Tuesday, and 8 wins. And they've also the whole squad available is a little bit similar. Also all our players, Ben Chilwell is back and fit, and so that's, and then it's a game. So I don't want to make it bigger than it is. Yeah, it's a football game, and we feel well prepared. We got confidence especially with the performance at the Emirates, and this is how we will enter Wembley.
How do you feel about playing the semi-final at Wembley? It sort of divides opinions. Some people think Wembley should be just for the final, but for the fans, it's a day out at the National Stadium, 80,000 as I said. How do you feel about playing the semi-final there?
I didn't think about it, but of course we will enjoy it, because it's the biggest stadium in England. It's a very traditional stadium, and it's and this is we know now we can play in front of 40,000 Crystal Palace fans, and this we can't play at Selhurst. So this gives the opportunity for Crystal Palace fans to see the team playing live. And that's why we are enjoying it. But at the end, I don't care if we play at Selhurst. We would try to win. If we would play at Villa Park, we would try to win. We played in the EFL Cup at Villa Park, and we could win this game there. So there's no difference where we played, and the approach is not different. I think yes, the environment, the circumstances are a little bit bigger, but I don't feel that this has any influence on us. And also when I watched the players yesterday and today, everybody is in a good mood, everybody is looking forward, but there is not an extra excitement.
Have you been to Wembley yourself?
Yes, I've been there watching 2 England games, and I mentioned it once. I brought my daughter to the Taylor Swift concert, and so first time.
A slightly different experience from a Taylor Swift concert.
Yes, it is.
I think Joe's been to Wembley a few times, so she can point you in the right direction. Just finally from me, growing up in Austria, how big a deal was the FA Cup final? Was it must-see television every May? Was it something that Austrian football fans were?
No, I've never seen an FA Cup final until now, to be honest. So it's when I grew up, we couldn't see it. There was no internet, so I'm a little bit older than most of you. So and later, there were always busy times. So we had games, and there was no time to watch the FA Cup final, because I think this year is the same as Saturday, 17th. So when you are involved in football, usually you have your league game there, and at the end of the season there are always important games wherever you work. And so I just could feel it from day number 1 here, especially when we entered the FA Cup, that it's a very traditional cup, and this is a huge cup here in England, and that's why we are enjoying it. And of course, that's one more reason to go to the final.
You should.
Thank you. Are there any other broadcast questions?